Hello. Today is February 26, 2024. Today I want to talk about the difference between echo chambers and epistemic bubbles. You've probably heard of echo chambers before, maybe not epistemic bubbles though. And we always hear about echo chambers, but not really epistemic bubbles. Or I think we could potentially or often misrepresent epistemic bubbles as echo chambers. So really what I'm trying to say is that we need to be aware of the distinction, and we need to refer to them as such. Because I am the arbitrator of truth and I dictate laws. Well, what's the difference? I think you're probably warranted in asking that question. And I think the most fundamentally I could put it is that echo chambers are situations whereby people are knowingly leaving out information or not letting information in so that an idea can be reinforced, so that the in-group stays the in-group and it can't be disturbed by outsiders, right? So this might be a locked forum on the internet. This might be an exclusive club in real life where you have to verify that you align with the group in some way. That's an echo chamber, right? Think about it. Literally, it's a chamber where things just echo. It's the same thing over and over again. 2 is more of an unknowing situation pertaining to information. This is where someone is in an epistemic bubble, but they don't realize it. They don't understand. They're not aware that information is being left out, that some people aren't allowed to be speaking in this situation. They don't know, right? I think an example of this could be, we've seen it. No, whether or not you think there could be an ethical epistemic bubble is something that I'll talk about in just a second. But I think we saw it on Twitter with the minimalization, I guess, of the Hunter Biden laptop thing, right? Information wasn't really allowed to be seen. They made sure that it couldn't garner any traction in the algorithm back in the day. And I think Twitter now is also an epistemic bubble in the sense that there are some certain leftist talking points that aren't allowed to be seen. And many people don't know this, and especially in the Hunter Biden case, we didn't know this because Twitter was trying to protect a narrative that they wanted to preserve. And then I also have a sort of a sub-question here, which I would be interested to know your thoughts. Are we in an epistemic bubble no matter what, simply by virtue of being human? Is being a human and our ability to understand knowledge an epistemic bubble? Now that I kind of am gaming it out here, I think it's like sort of a really, really gray area that I think would make me end up missing my next class today for how long I'd have to sort of compute all of this. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts, because humans obviously have limited capabilities when acquiring knowledge. There are questions out there that exist that a human cannot come up with, right? So there's that. But I also wanted to ask the question, what's worse? Is an echo chamber worse or an epistemic bubble worse? Personally, I think epistemic bubbles are worse just because of the consent factor. And, the most general sense, I think that if you're going to ask, would you rather your country be, entirely an echo chamber, an epistemic bubble? I think it would be better that the citizens knew they were in one, at least. I think there's definitely merit in that. If you disagree, let me know. But I do think that echo chambers are more dangerous on a smaller level, and I think that over time you'll see the shift from echo chambers to epistemic bubbles in terms of frequency. I think there will be more epistemic bubbles than there are echo chambers. But that also leads me to query, could you have both at the same time? Could you be in an echo chamber that is an epistemic bubble? I think you most definitely could. Could you be in an epistemic bubble that is an echo chamber? I'm not sure. Either way, all of this is kind of coming off the back of me thinking about algorithms, what it means to create. Obviously, didn't really mention creativity in there at all, but you know, if you're into politics at all, you've probably heard the word echo chamber, and I think epistemic bubbles are a bit more broad, they're a bit more conceptual, but they definitely have happened and can happen. So it's just interesting. You know, it's all about information and the ability to obtain knowledge. I think you could have an echo chamber that is an epistemic bubble in the sense of, if you were raised religious and up until the point you found out that there are other options in terms of worldview, it was an echo chamber because, you know, information, alternative information isn't getting out. But you didn't know that. So it is an epistemic bubble, but the epistemic bubble is created by setting up an echo chamber. I don't know. There's a lot of like square and rectangle type of thing, or maybe even chicken and the egg. But I'm definitely interested in this topic, and you know, it just seems like a lot of what I've been dealing with lately is how do we really know things? You know, just epistemology on the whole. So let me know what you think. And yeah, today's been all right for me. It's actually really nice out today. I can wear a t-shirt here on campus, like going outside. So that's nice. It's the first time that's happened this semester. But it's also a Monday. And I'm tired from yesterday. I had an all-day shift yesterday, if you didn't watch the previous journal. And my store is definitely getting busier, so the all-day shifts are harder. And they make me very sleepy in the morning. I don't know if I'll be able to go to the gym today. I'm not sure if I'll have the time, because I squandered the time in the morning, but I can't beat myself up about it, man. I can't. Anyways, hope you're having a good start to your week. I'm going to leave it there. I want to know your thoughts on the echo chamber and epistemic bubbles. And yeah, peace and love.